Joining us today is Renee Rebello, financial advisor at Life Coach Financial Strategies. And you have a new book out. It's called The 30-Day Financial Declutter Challenge, which clearly has 30 things you can do to improve your finances. Now, how did the whole idea for the book come about?
Well, that was an interesting oops. So anyone who knows me knows that I come up with these weird ideas. I call it like spaghetti at the wall. And if it sticks, great. I run with it. And if it doesn't, I'm like, oh, next idea. So this one in particular, I was driving to a meeting and I was listening. It was February this year. And I was driving to the meeting and I'm hearing all these challenges on the radio. And they're going, oh, weight loss challenge and clear your house challenge. And I'm like, why isn't anyone doing financial? That's a huge challenge, right? That's something that makes you happy, sad, everything, and affects marriages, relationships. I'm like, okay. So I posted on Facebook, said, hey, who would be interested in a financial challenge? And went into my meeting. And by the time I came out of my meeting, I had over 100 messages. And I was like, oh my goodness, I now need to create this. So I looked online. I reached out to all of my business colleagues with regards to if there was already something out there. And there was nothing out there anywhere. So I thought, all right, well, I guess I'm going to do this and I'm going to make it as I go. So I was always a day ahead so I took the people, I added them in a private secret Facebook group and they were my guinea pigs, 130 people. Mm-hmm. And I always did the challenge a day before them. And I took the financial planning part of things into consideration with some of the things I do with my clients when I see them one-on-one. And each day was a challenge. So I gave them 30 challenges to declutter their finances. So of the 130-ish that did the actual joined the challenge. About 14 finished it and completed all 30 tasks. And the feedback from every one of those people was that they saved anywhere between $300 and $600 a month.
Wow.
So that's a substantial savings. So I was approached by a publisher who happened to be in the group. Unknown to me. I didn't even know. And she's like, Renee, this is total book worthy. You need to get this into a book. So I took the challenge and I then put it into written format, a little bit more detail, and created a book. And now it has 30 challenges that you can do.
So tell people just even one decluttering challenge that saves money.
Well, there's 30 of them in there. Some are easy, some are hard, but you can do this at your own pace. At the back of the book is a workbook so you can follow up. Take the book at the end of it. It's purse size. There was a reason for that, so we can do it wherever we are. But one of the challenges is, and this is one of the simple ones, is Google your professional. So I tell people you need to Google who you're having deal with your money because you really don't know what is about them. You know, they can tell you that they're great and they can tell you all these wonderful things, but until you Google them and Google tells you. So, for example, I had a client come in the office and they had an accountant. And so I said to them, but the advice they're giving you is conflicting with what I'm giving you, and I'm a certified financial planner. Who is this guy? So she gives me the name of her accountant and we Google him to find out that he's a tax preparer and he's up on fraud charges with the CRA and on house arrest. So, you know, you need to really Google your professional.
Well, at least he's busy at home working.
Yes. She said, well, explains why I always had to drop everything off at his house and how I had to mail it myself.
Oh, my goodness.
So, you know, you need to Google your professional. These are people giving you advice about money. Google them. Find out what's going on with them. Maybe there's something, maybe they're up against some kind of charges that you don't know about because they're not going to tell you that. They're just going to give you advice. Most people will talk about how great they are, but they're not going to talk about the things that went wrong.
Now, our friend Dan McTagg is going to like Day 19, Gas Buddy app.
Yes. Yes, it's a great thing because, you know what, we spend a lot of money on gas. So when one of the tasks, there is a cash flow analysis that makes it super easy for people to do. It's step by step. It's broken down to different days so that it's not overwhelming because a lot of times people think about budget. I hate the word budget. To me, it sounds like diet. Clearly, I don't like a diet. So I don't like the word budget. So I use cash flow analysis and finding your leaks. So the Gas Buddy app works with your gas consumption with your car. So if you put that on there and you're going for gas, you can find out where the cheapest gas is and save yourself like $10, $12. It's amazing how it adds up. It talks about coupons and how to shop for groceries and meal planning into specifics. It talks about looking at your CRA login and looking at your wills and powers of attorneys. It looks at your home and auto insurance.
Day 13 being, an auspicious number, receipts and pay stubs. I don't know how many times it's like I say to my daughters, just get the old shoebox,
Yeah.
put everything in it. We'll sort it through at
Yeah.
the end of the year, but you've got to save everything.
Yes.
Because they thought that like on their Visa statements would be enough. And it's okay for your account, for your accounting purposes, but if you are audited, they want the actual receipts.
They want the
See,
receipts.
I do them every month. I throw them on the couch in my study, and at the end of the month, like tonight,
Yes.
I will go through and do everything.
And that's perfect. And this is
Because otherwise I can't. It's just too daunting to do.
Well, this also lets you know. So this goes into so much detail that it tells you what days of the month you're spending more money than others.
Wow.
And then it goes down to, so for example, I had a client who was spending way too much on eating out, but he didn't know why. So we went back to the receipts, looked at the days he was eating out, and it was the days he was taking the kids to hockey. So what we did was we changed his routine with going to hockey, and he saved himself almost $100 that month. So it's incredible just to look at these tasks and see where you're spending your money.
Now, how can people get the 30-day financial declutter challenge?
So hopefully it will be on Amazon soon. My
We will
publisher
put up the link as soon as it goes up.
getting it on Amazon. If not, they can contact me through Facebook or through our website, and we can ship them a copy of the book right now.
Excellent. Renee Rebello, thank you so much.
Thanks for having me, ladies.
She said